One thing we can all relate to is the fear of failure. The second thing is the feeling like we're never doing enough, like there can always be more to be done. These two together creates an anxiety-inducing burst of chemicals in our brain that keep us paralyzed. It keeps us not wanting to take the next step towards what we want. It keeps us in doubt. So here are some things to think about the next time you start to feel anxiety over fear or the feeling of like not doing enough or not being enough. Number one, everyone fails before they succeed. You will probably end up failing multiple times before you succeed. But the fact that you are failing and still pursuing and still going after that thing means you're not a failure. And eventually, the more times you keep pursuing it, despite past failures, you'll eventually succeed. When we're failing on our way to success, we're just learning more about ourselves along the way. We're learning about our strengths. We're learning about our weaknesses. And in the meantime, we are crafting a better version of ourselves. And so when we finally get that thing that we've been wanting, we're ready to receive it because we've learned from the lessons from the failures. And it's going to feel that much better because of the failures. It's going to feel so much more rewarding once you do get the thing that you want because you failed, because you know what it feels like to not get it. Number two, failure is unavoidable. We are all failing all the time in different ways, in different areas in our life. Even the most successful people failed at one point. Even the people who are starting from the bottom have failed on their way to going to where they want to go. Like, failure is just a part of life. And as soon as you understand that, it takes off a pressure. So instead of seeing failure as taking 5 steps back or as a sign that you should not go after what you want, no, instead, when you fail or you feel you failed, take a pause and see why it didn't work out. Look at the aspects that could have been better or worked better in your favor. So when you go back and try again, you'll more likely have the tools necessary to succeed. You can ask yourself, do I want to continue going this route? Is there an easier way to go? Do I need more knowledge in order to succeed? And don't wait until you feel ready. You may never feel ready to go after that thing that you want. And yes, the fear may be there. Yes, the feelings of you're not doing enough may be there. Yes, the feelings of you're not good enough may be there. But you have to start anyway, because how are you going to get better? How are you going to evolve? How are you going to learn and grow if you don't make a few mistakes along the way, or even just get started? You can plan and stay in the planning phase for as long as you want, but it's not until you start taking action and start learning from the actionable steps will you get better at your craft. Like, the best pizza maker in the world didn't get good overnight. No, he probably made dozens and dozens and dozens of pizzas before he perfected his craft. And so anything you want to go towards, it's the same. You have to at least put yourself out there. You have to at least take the action towards what you want. And as a reminder, the next time fear gets in your head and you're thinking of all the scenarios of what could go wrong, you could have been using that time to start on your dreams, to take action. So don't waste another minute in the monkey mind that is not serving you. Just start. Even if it's like laughable how bad it is, at least you put yourself out there and you did it. Most people are unwilling to do that. And if you could do it, then you're showing other people around you that they can do it too. And you are showing them too, if you are failing, that it's okay to fail too. That it's okay not to be perfect the first time around. Number 3, there is no plan B to your dream life. If this is the life that you really want to live, if you have a vision for yourself of the life that you want, you have to be serious about it. It can't just stay in the planning phase. You have to take the action. You have to lay the foundation down that's going to set you up for success in the future. And yes, you're going to fail. I'm going to tell you right now, this video is about failing and you're probably going to fail, but don't let that stop you. Times that you pick yourself back up, that you learn from those failures, that are going to shape you into the person you want to be. Not the times that you are stuck in fear, stuck in the thoughts in your head. It's never too late to take yourself seriously. Number 4, comparison is the thief of joy. If you are stuck on the couch scrolling on social media, looking at everybody's highlight reels, there's no wonder you are stuck in fear because you're busy scrolling on social media, seeing everybody else live their life, everybody else take those steps towards their dreams. That is really hard on the brain because you see that and you think, well, I'll never get that, or they did it because they could do it and I can't. And when we're comparing ourselves, it's hard to see somebody's highlight reels when we're sitting on the couch doing nothing for ourselves, but looking at how great their life is. So instead of using that time that you normally would to scroll on social media and compare, start using that time and dedicate it towards your dreams, towards your future. But first, you have to get clear on what success means to you. We can compare ourselves to all these people who are successful, but it's not until you get clear about what you find successful, what's going to make you feel successful in your own life, will you find satisfaction. You can chase something and get it and then still feel like you're not successful. That's why it's so important to get out a piece of paper and write down, what is success to you? Is it a happy family? Is it a happy home? Is it financial stability? Is it a mansion? Like, whatever it is for you, that's perfectly fine. Everybody has their unique definition of success, but it's not until you get clear about it will you be more motivated to go towards it. Instead of comparing yourself to what other people have, it's like, get clear. Is that really what you want? And if it is, use that as motivation. If you find you're envying somebody on social media, use that to your advantage. Say, wow, if they can do it, I can do it too. And because they're doing it, they showed me that that's something I want to do. So thank them for that. Because you will only gain when you are honest about what you want, when you're honest to yourself what success is, and then taking the actions. Number 5, your failures do not tell the story of who you are. What makes you who you are is the journey you take to what you want. You're probably gonna fail, but it's in the moments that you get back up and you try again, that is you. You are triumphant. You can do anything you want, and all you have to do is stop letting the fear paralyze you. Have some self-compassion for yourself. It's not always easy to motivate ourselves or feel like we can do everything in the world. Sometimes we do feel limited, and that's totally normal. That's totally human. Let yourself feel those feelings. But as soon as you start to feel better, get out of it and go after what you want again. Failure only helps you get clear on the type of life that you would want. It helps you tweak and fine-tune and get more specific about what you want. Just like when you're going through a breakup, you learn, oh, I like these things about this person, but I didn't like these things. And so you're getting clearer and more sure about what you want. So then when you find the next person, you'll look for the qualities you like and stray away from the qualities that you learned you didn't like. And know that you are not alone and you don't need to be perfect.